Hey there everyone, I'm Anne from English Valley Cafe. Welcome back to another English lesson here. Today I'm going to talk about slang words or slang expressions. Now, I get asked a lot, how can I speak English more naturally? And part of speaking English naturally is using slang words. Now, even if you don't use slang words when you're speaking, native speakers use slang words, expressions a lot in daily conversations. So it's good to know what these mean so that when you hear a native speaker speak, you're understanding them and you know what they're talking about. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 7 slang expressions that you will hear native speakers use a lot in daily conversation. And I think it's good that if you want to sound more natural when you're speaking English, to try out some of these slang expressions when you are speaking. At first, it might be a little bit awkward because you're not used to it. You don't feel comfortable using it. But the more you use it, the more you practice, it will come to you naturally. And when you speak English, you'll sound much more natural. Before we get into this lesson, welcome if you are new to this channel. I post a lot of videos here about American English pronunciations, grammar, vocabulary to help you speak English more naturally, to communicate more effectively, more clearly, and most of all, to boost your English speaking confidence. So if this is something you're looking for, make sure you subscribe and tap on that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload a new video. Let's dive into our lesson today. The first expression is I feel you. I feel you. Or you might hear I feel ya. I feel ya. And this means that you're trying to tell the other person, like, I understand what you are going through. I understand how you feel. So you are empathizing with the speaker. And a good example of this is when somebody tells you something, you've been through it, you know exactly how they're feeling, what they are going through, what they're experiencing. My example of this would be the other day a friend told me, I'm exhausted after being stuck in traffic for hours. And my response was, I feel you. I feel you. So basically, I'm trying to tell her that I totally understand what you mean, how you feel, because I've been through that myself. So I responded, I feel you. The next expression here is I see. I see. Notice my intonation here. I see. I see. And usually we'll say, oh, I see. This means that you are letting the other person, the speaker, know that you understood what they said, like you're confirming with them that you understand. So typically, if somebody tells you something, give you some kind of information, you want to let them know that you understood. Oh, I see. For example, let's say a friend of yours got into a car accident and you are talking and you ask them, oh, so when was the accident? And they said, oh, it was on Thursday. You might respond and say, oh, I see. And this is a good expression to use when you are in a conversation, just to let the other person know that you are listening to them and you are understanding what they are saying. So you can say, oh, okay. Oh, I see. Our next expression is no worries. No worries. And this means that's okay. Don't worry about it. So example of this was the other day I was at a restaurant and I saw a kid knocked over a glass of ice water. So there was water and ice all over the floor. So the mom said, I'm sorry, apologized to the waiter that was cleaning up the mess. So the waiter responded and said, no worries, it's all right, no worries. Another example of this might be, let's say I'm sick and I cannot edit a new video and I tell you, I don't think I can upload a new video this week because I'm not feeling well. So you might respond and let me know, no worries, don't worry about it, get some rest. Okay, so no worries. The next one is my bad, my bad. And this means that I'm sorry, I made the mistake. So example would be, it was a typo, my bad. I'm sorry to confuse you. So sometimes I will make a typing, like a spelling mistake in a social media post, and I notice that I'm the one that made a mistake and I confuse people. So I can say, I'm sorry, it was a typo, my bad. The next one is awesome. Say this with me. Aw, aw, awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'm sure a lot of you know this. When something is amazing, is wonderful, people will say, oh, that's awesome, awesome. That movie was awesome. Okay, so we know this by saying something was fantastic. Now we can also use awesome to let the other person know that I agree with your idea or I like your idea. So imagine you are going to the airport and you are planning to take the bus, but you're going to have to leave the house really early. So your friend offers you a ride and says, I'll drop you off at the airport so you don't have to leave the house so early. So drop you off means that your friend will take you to the airport. So you might respond and say, awesome. That means that you agree with the idea or you like this idea, so you don't have to leave the house so early. So awesome. The next expression is you bet. You bet. And this just means you're welcome. So you might also hear of course, or certainly. So these are all different ways to say you're welcome. So for example, if I say thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel, you might respond and say you bet. Okay, you bet. The next expression is oh my God. Oh my God. Notice how my intonation keeps rising. Oh my God, or oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So we use this expression when we are surprised or when we are shocked. So for example, oh my God, you're getting a bonus this year? That's awesome. Or, oh my God, you did what? Okay, oh my God, you did what? You bought a Tesla? Okay, oh my God. Now, something important to remember here is slang expressions are informal. So we will use them typically only in speaking. But don't use slang expressions when you are writing, especially if you are doing a formal writing, like for email for work, or maybe you're writing an essay for school. But if you are just chatting with a friend, really casual, informal, you can use these slang expressions. That's fine. But if it's formal writing, don't use them. And if you enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Every time you hit that like button, it helps me to reach more English learners. More people will be able to watch this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't subscribed yet and you enjoy watching my videos, make sure you tap that subscribe button. You can check out these videos over here for more useful English expressions that native speakers use. Thank you, and I will see you back here next week for a new lesson. Take care. Bye.